Alright everyone, welcome back. Good morning. All that jam. Okay, yeah, after a couple of days break from YouTube and slowly taking a back step from, doing YouTube full time. You'll see me probably a few times a week now. It is what it is, too many things running up to Christmas, work commitments, turkey deliveries, helping out the soup kitchen, and just general things, bits and bobs, should we say. So I'm far too busy to squeeze 10 minutes in the morning every day to do YouTube. But I know someone that is, my good friend Danny G. We're going to him in a minute. Big up to the real ones, by the way. Big up to Banter JDP, Big Jake. Big respect, brother. Love your stuff. Do you know what I mean? Keep at it. Keep fighting the good fight. Jake is the only person that's ever had my back on this corner of YouTube. The only person that's ever stayed loyal, from the moment he's been here to this day, whereas others got their little digs in, here and there. You know what I'm talking about, rubber face. And narrative, of course. You know what narrative reminds me of? Rocky. Yeah, Rocky. Now, I'm not talking about Balboa. Not with his brittle hands, anyway. I'm talking about Dennis. Rocky Dennis. I kid you not. I'm not trying to take the mick. But narrative, Butthead, is the spitting image of Rocky Dennis. He really is. Hello, people. Oh, fucking goof. Alright, so Danny G. He's been raging lately, hasn't he? Hey, Danny, come on. Why the long face? So Cricket Bat Face has been on a bit of a rampage. Oh, don't watch this Dark Corner. No, I'm bringing positive videos that can rant about us every morning while getting stoned, you know what I mean, and just talking absolute fucking rubbish. Fucking cobblers, mate. So Danny's missus goes off to work each day. I bet she's glad to see the back of him, Leave the man-child to sit there playing his video games, getting stoned, and talking to about 15 people that he's a Viking, and then, oh, Danny's a man, I'm really strong. You see me every day doing my training. Danny, your training, mate, is whack. It's weak. It is weak. I'm still waiting to see 50 kilos from the floor go over your head. You're saying 16 times, is it? If you can do it 10 times, I will be impressed for you. You've got no physique, mush. You're a bag of bones. You've got arms, that's it. No shoulders, no chest, no quads, no hamstrings. How long you got, The face. He looks like Catweasel. Tell me the truth. Look, at the end of the day, he got made to look stupid by none other than Video Craig. Video Craig, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking Al Capone. Oh, I might get jumped by Video Craig and his heavies. They're waiting to ambush me. Video Craig. You could have drove a few miles for a few hours, been more productive with your time rather than sitting there playing video games all day, you fucking man-child. Waffling on about YouTube and just a load of other bullshit. Yeah, talking pure fart, yeah? You could have gone there, shown yourself. Craig would have been the one looking silly. But once again, brains beats brawn. He's made you look like a right fucking turnip mush. And as Danny aged, Jesus Christ, how old is he? Mid-40? I hope when I get to his age, I'm not looking that bad, mate. If he was a fucking dog or a cat, he would have got put down years ago, wouldn't he? Fucking hell, he's greyer than fucking Father Christmas. Oh, obviously, Father Christmas is white bearded. The same thing, isn't it? Oh, Daddy. Just sat there. I bet the missus is so glad when she can get away to work and don't have to listen to you shouting in your phone all day. You're an embarrassment, Mosh. You've never had a fight in your life. Prove to me you've had a fight in your life. I have had fucking 98 fights, never been beaten, all by knockouts. Yeah? Plus another 100 plus off record. I'm a street fighter. I've always been a street fighter. I'm not very technical, but what I have is power. Unmatched, unparalleled power. When I fucking go ballistic. Do you think a little pipsqueak like you, who's about 5'3.5", could stop a juggernaut like me? You know, well over 6 foot, fucking 19.5 stone of solid muscle. Come on, mate. And you can run. Yeah. Only when you're running for your fucking dealer, mush. Danny's got an addiction problem. He's got a weed habit. Young man, could you please give my last £20 pension money to young Danny G for his weed habit, young man? Of course I can, darling. I'll see that £20 go straight up my nose. I've been straight in his pocket. Poor old Danny. Hey, look, nobody wants to watch you playing video games, you fucking idiot. Do you know, this is not TikTok, this is YouTube, mush. You know? Oh, mate, look, grow up. Grow fucking up. Do you know what I mean? You're an absolute goober. I mean, look at the kip of you. You're a fantasist. You went on Sean Atwood. You talk complete and utter fantasy. You talk fart. More fairy tales than fucking Walt Disney. I've seen more fucking meat on a tin of Spam. Jesus Christ, the guy got embarrassed by Video Craig. Video Craig was ready to fight, an all-in fight. Danny, oh no, well, he's wasting my time. Someone has been insulting you and your family for a year solid or longer, and you do nothing. You had your chance. Oh, well, you say it could be a setup. You know, it could, I need to know the location. He has to give me... Location bollocks! You turn up and you say, here I am, I'm in the middle of your town centre, where are you? Let's have it now! And your views would have gone through the roof, and people would have said, Danny G can go, but no, you'd rather sit in the toilet, wouldn't you? Crapping yourself. You know, be rubbing it on. I don't hate him, I don't like it. Well, we'll never be friends, you know what I mean? Oh, mate, where do we find them? So, once again, Video Craig on his live, talking absolute mutter, saying that he's going to start legal proceedings against my good mate, JDP. That proves then, Video Craig, you've been defeated. Look, stop thinking that you're better than other YouTubers. Stop thinking that you're in the big time, because you're not, yeah? But rather you go back and forth than try and proceed with legal. Look, you're going to get laughed at the fucking court. It's not even a go call. Because what you've said about JDP's family, said that he went, you know, the sister thing, said, you know, do they call him, you know, some real malicious stuff. You know, phoning the local authorities and trying to catfish people into giving him his address. Do you know what I mean? So therefore, that's some really underhanded tactics. Plus you have a reputation on YouTube for being a YouTube troll yourself, you know, a bit of a bully. So, look, this is sincere from me. I'll give you some advice, Video Craig. Your legal proceedings are going nowhere. It's scare tactics. You've realised that the nitwits are on the back foot because of JDP's relentless videos, relentless lives, and now you're thinking, how can you get out of this? So, the only thing to get out of it is by being a snitch. Do you know what I mean? That's the wrong way about it, mate. Look, listen to what I said. I said this about a week ago. I said the best thing for you to do is capitulate. Capitulate, surrender. It wasn't one and done. It was one and over for you guys. And I warned you. I was the only one on Jake's side. I was the only one making videos defending Jake. It took other people a while to jump on the bandwagon, but I was there from day one because of loyalty, yeah? Smurfy, he done about 7 videos, then deleted them, then they brought them, then disappeared, then got an imaginary ban because, you know, he's got no common sense. That's how comes he lets people whisper into his ear and say, oi, that doctor's having a pop. You finish him off, Murph. Finish him off, king of the meltdowns. You know, sort that rat bull out. And he believes them because he's very naive, very easily led. Anyone can whisper into Smurfy's ear in the comment section and he'll do their bidding. You know what I mean? Very, very easily led. Whilst me, I have Jake's back to the end, to the day I die, to my last breath. You know what I mean? This is what brotherhood is about. This is what loyalty is about. Like I said, I've got nothing against Video Craig, nothing against Rach. But I have got something against that. They went too far. They could have made it a bit of a laugh. Look, Craig's meant to be a comedian, allegedly. They could have made it a bit of back and forth, a bit of humour. Could have reviewed JDP's videos. You know, all right, things can go a little bit far, but families, that's off limits for me. And let's be honest, they went below the belt first. It was the accusations of Jake with his, you know, partner and who she was to him, and therefore then trying to make trouble behind the scenes, making phone calls, trying to get the authorities involved. That is a big no-no in my eyes, do you know what I mean? But so what you done was very underhanded tactics, and you're doing them. Now you're trying to say you're going to have legal proceedings. Tell me another joke. Tell me another joke. I mean, Shadowboxer, let's not forget him. He was on a rant the other night. Yeah, he was saying about, oh, they're all working together, you know. Danny G is working with Video Craig. That's how comes he got the telly. That's why it comes, you know. He's worked this out. So he's been sat there twiddling his thumbs all day. Realise that's where the views are and thought to jump. And now he's saying that I'm somehow involved. Never spoke to Video Craig behind the scenes in my life, you know. And that's about it. Whether he sends... Look, I would have sent him a TV. And I would have kept the TV if it had been me. But Danny G... How can we put it? He's always been a bit of a wet wipe, you know. He'll always be, look, you heard what he was saying to Video. Oh, we can never be friends, Greg. We can never be friends. I accept this telly. Thank you for giving me this telly. Do you know what I mean? That lot have terrorised him. And what has Danny G done? Oh, well, I can't turn up. Video Craig and a few of his heavies, they might lynch me, you know. You're an absolute coward, Danny. You know what I mean? The only more person that's as cowardly as you has got to be little 5'1.5" shorty pants Paul Dumbo. Then where do we find them? For fuck's sake! Yeah, I'll be back very soon. Either later, tomorrow, the next day. We'll see. You know, like I said, I don't really want to get dragged into back and forths, but if I have to, and if I have to take the gloves off, then so be it, you know what I mean? Still waiting for Danny G to prove how fit he is, you know what I mean? Still waiting for him to prove how strong he is. Yeah, well, he sat there like a fucking goober on his video games all day, like an incel. Do you know what I mean? The guy has got no life. Got no life. Literally sat on his video games while his missus is at work all day, yabbering, getting stoned all day long, shouting into his camera about just... fantasies, complete and utter fantasies, ladies and gentlemen. He really is delusional. You know, I think he has serious psychological issues. He's not well. He's not... The lift doesn't go to the top floor, ladies and gentlemen, if you get me. Danny G, you're an absolute coward. You got beaten by a man that didn't even have to turn up, and he's got a TKO over you. Danny Christie turns up. Shadowboxer turns up. The Ticking Time Bomb turns up. Big JDP turns up. Hedgehog. Laters.